What is a virtual assistant and how does this thing work? It's something I know every single one of you wants to know because you've been seeing it all over TikTok and Instagram this entire year. Women are quitting their 9 to 5s and replacing their income by freelancing the exact same tasks they already do at their 9 to 5 as a VA. Which is so crazy, by the way, because for those of you who don't know, hello, my name is Charn, and I launched my very own freelancing virtual assistant business back in December 2020. I've been running an independent business for 4 years on Instagram. I've been able to scale this business to incredible heights. I have coached over 100 women from all over the world to do the exact same thing. I know exactly what you need in order to start. So in today's video, we're going to talk about what is a virtual assistant? What does a virtual assistant even do? What tasks can you provide as a virtual assistant? Now, this is going to be a few-part YouTube series where I will be breaking down each stage of this role in this business so it all just makes sense and everything isn't just packed into one video. So welcome to part one. So the most easiest way to understand what a virtual assistant is, focus on what it's called, virtual assistant. Honestly, it's nothing more. Like, it's literally that. A virtual assistant is someone who works remote from anywhere around the world with clients, again, from anywhere around the world. A virtual assistant isn't a traditional 9 to 5 job. I think a lot of people get confused. When you, as a virtual assistant, you are launching a business. You will be a freelancer and you will be freelancing your services, unlike a traditional assistant where you work with a specific company and are hired. As a virtual assistant, you will be self-employed, meaning you will need to register your business in your state in order to operate as a small business, which is why I strongly say this isn't a traditional 9 to 5. You have no boss to report to. You have no set strict schedule to clock in and out of. You will also not have any equipment provided by a company. There's no one to tell you what duties you will be offering and doing. It is your job to create all of this for yourself. Being your own boss, creating your own working schedule, creating what services, what day-to-day tasks you will be doing, and finding your own clients. As a virtual assistant, you can provide a wide range of tasks. Each task is optional, meaning you don't have to provide 100 tasks if you don't want to. You don't have to do it all. You get to choose which task you want to provide. The way I explain this, there's two main categories a virtual assistant can choose their task from. First being the general administrative side. The second, social media management. Now, under the admin side, the tasks are pretty straightforward, are probably going to sound very, very familiar. For example, writing and managing client emails, booking and scheduling flights, hotel accommodations if your clients are traveling, sending out contracts and invoices, proofreading documents. The list literally goes on. Now, under the social media side, again, the tasks are pretty straightforward, like posting and scheduling content, copywriting, caption writing, hashtag research, answering DMs, managing Facebook groups, graphic designing, maybe on Canva, and assisting during live webinars. The list here also goes on. Now, these are the two main categories you can work in as a virtual assistant and choose what task you actually want to provide. Now, to get the answer to exactly what do you provide, there's two ways to go about this. Number one, focusing on your previous work and your job duties. 90% of virtual assistants end up transferring their skills and jump into providing the same tasks they already do at their corporate job or their 9 to 5. There are virtual assistants who actually focus on what's needed, what's in demand, what are others doing, and they will actually invest and learn skills to provide as a virtual assistant. The whole point here, again, is you get to choose. You have the freedom to choose. You can even mix and match tasks from both departments, both categories. That's actually what I did when I first started 4 years ago. I was a general virtual assistant, but I also was providing a few tasks in the social media management department with a focus on specifically Instagram. I was targeting wedding photographer, which brings us to the next part of the video. Who do you provide tasks for Who are your clients? So sticking with the exact theme of the video, you get to choose you're building, you're creating your business from scratch. This section is no different either. So let's just get into who could you potentially work for? The answer is anyone. A virtual assistant typically works with other freelancers, small business owners. A few examples that I want to share in today's video. Freelance photographers, tattoo artists, freelance makeup artists, real estate agents, YouTubers, business coaches, fitness coaches like yoga instructors, maybe TikTok influencers, literally anyone. As a virtual assistant, you can even work with your local businesses like coffee shop owners, restaurant owners, Pilates studios, your neighborhood gyms, beauty salons, hair salons. Your options are so endless. You get to pick. That is literally the beauty of being a virtual assistant. That's probably what you also hear, that being a virtual assistant gives you the freedom. This is part of the freedom. Choosing your own hours, choosing your own ideal clients, choosing what you want to do as a virtual assistant. Little bonus tip I want to give you to help you choose all of this. Head over to Instagram, type in virtual assistant on the explore page, and look at least 10 to 15 accounts and see their profiles and really look at their page. What type of virtual assistant are they? What kind of clients are they working with? 9 out of 10 times, every single virtual assistant that has a Instagram account up and running have exactly what they do, who they help, right in their bio. It's literally only going to take you 5 seconds to understand what they do, who they help, and the tasks they're providing. Your homework for this video, yep, I'm going to give you homework because I really want you to actually implement what I'm telling you and do the work so you can start. 90% of the time, you already have the information, you just don't take action. That is why a lot of you never end up starting, and I don't want this to be that type of video, because when I tell you being a virtual assistant can completely change your life, I am not kidding. Your homework is so simple, by the way, is going to be creating 4 different types of lists. List 1. You're going to research tasks that fall under the 2 main categories that we talked about. I actually have a free virtual assistant guide where I have over hundreds of examples from each category. The link to download the free virtual assistant guide will be down in the description. Like, I already have this part done for you. Second list is going to be writing tasks you already know how to do. Look at your previous jobs, your current job, or a future job that you've been applying to. Because I know they posted the role and the job descriptions, the day-to-day duties for that role, and you're applying for a reason. You know how to do them. So write those down as well. Now, the third list is going to be similar to the second list. This is where you're going to write the task you don't mind learning. You're interested in learning tasks that might interest you. And now the final list, choosing 2 to 3 business owners you'll love to work with. What type of potential clients you would love to work with. Once you have all 4 lists complete, I will see you in the next video, because in the next video, we're going to be putting each of your services into packages and price them accordingly and help you set up your own business page on Instagram and talk about how do you actually get the clients. Make sure you don't miss out on the next video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified, and I'll see you in the next video.